Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sumina Reddy, fertility consultant and laparoscopic surgeon at Fertilica IVF, Hyderabad. So now let us discuss a bit about how the body weight as such affects fertility, how the obesity or the underweight is going to affect fertility.
Yeah.
So any insights on that?
First, Doc, I think I want you to tell me how many people have you seen who are overweight or underweight when...
No, definitely I would say weight is a big factor when it comes to fertility health or reproductive health. Both obesity and underweight are not good. Obesity, we know, increases the abdominal obesity because of the increased adipose tissue in the abdomen. There is a hormonal imbalance.
Yeah.
This leads to anovulatory cycles. That is, the women have a lot of eggs in the body, but they don't grow on time, they don't ovulate on time. That leads to irregular cycles and a lot of panic as it comes to when they will conceive. Underweight again causes hormonal imbalance. As we know, it's not good to be underweight because certain amount of body adipose tissue is important for hormone production.
Correct.
So having an ideal body weight is a first precursor when we are looking for a good reproductive health. So having known this, what are the specific food groups that the obese women or the women who are looking for weight loss should avoid? Or instead of avoiding, let us say, what moderation should they go into?
Yeah.
And similarly, underweight women, what food they can take to improve their body weight?
Got it. So usually for overweight women, right? So the way how when we look at obesity affecting fertility, there's multiple health issues that come with that. So it's predominantly first addressing those health issues. So whether it be pre-diabetic, insulin resistant, certain nutrient deficiencies or hypothyroidism, things like that. So we first address those in terms of nutrition. When it comes to generalized fertility and overweight, the predominant dietary guideline that I use is not low carb, but it is a low GI carbohydrate based diet.
Okay.
When we say low GI, we basically mean foods that have more fiber and take a lot more time to digest in our body, which prevent the sugar levels from spiking. Yes.
Can you explain a bit about the glycemic index or the GI that you're talking about?
Sure. So when we say glycemic index, it predominantly means the rate at which carbohydrates such as rice, roti, idli, dosa, pastas, breads, upma, poha, all of these things are broken down and digested in our body, how they are converted and they are released in our bloodstream as sugar or glucose molecules. It would be ideal if we would choose carbohydrates that would, the release process or the glycemic index of it would be lower. That means it breaks down slower than the other foods.
Correct.
So when we talk about low GI, we would mean foods, simplest way to remember is foods that are browner in color and foods that have more fiber content compared to high GI foods or foods that are whiter in color or that are predominantly refined. So choose roti over rice, choose godum rava upma over Bombay rava upma, choose millets over rice again, choose brown bread over white bread, things like that. So when it comes to carbohydrates, we look predominantly at the low GI carbs. When it comes to protein, we prefer lean sources of protein. So protein that have lesser fat content. So instead of choosing red meat, we choose white meat. So we choose more fish, we choose more chicken, especially plant-based protein as well. So plant-based protein has a lot of phytoestrogens, which basically help, they have a lot of estrogen supporting properties. So they help boost the estrogen production. Hence, we focus on plant-based protein as well. Fatty fish, again, high in omega-3. So we push a lot of that out there, at least 2 serves per week. Okay. And fruit and vegetables is something not to forget because of its antioxidant content.
Okay. So when you are looking at losing weight, you need to include carbohydrates which are a low glycemic index.
Correct.
That is brown carbs as much as you can include.
Correct.
Include lean protein, that is plant protein and animal protein from lean muscle mass.
Correct.
And also include a lot of unsaturated, polyunsaturated fatty acids, fruits, vegetables and nuts in your diet.
100%.
Okay. And if you're underweight and if you're looking to gain weight,
correct,
What do you eat? You can eat anything, the bakery products, all the unhealthy food that we are avoiding when you're trying to lose weight. Is that
Yeah.
so?
So I would say that's a misconception or a mistake that a lot of people make, that just because they're underweight, they feel they can go have biryanis, they can go have whatever milkshakes they want, pastries, things like that. But again, moving to the fact that they are processed, they do have harmful effects over egg quality and sperm quality as well. So when you are underweight, we look at improving your firstly nutrient stores. So again, looking at the micronutrient level. Just because you're not obese doesn't mean you couldn't be deficient in other nutrients. You 100% have a chance of being deficient in other nutrients, but also looking at protein intake here.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are underweight have a very high metabolism rate. So no matter what you eat, you will not gain weight. So at the end of the day, we need to make sure that they are healthy. Even if they reach that exact 18.5 BMI, we're happy with that. So we try improving their protein intake as much as possible. And again, we still focus on low GI carbs and not the high GI carbs
Yeah.
at all. Yeah.
True. That's the point well taken.